Okay, remember when we did deposits in checking accounts? This is the same thing. The formula is exactly the same thing. The only thing that's different is this is a savings account, okay? Where a checking account, we use it to write checks and so on and so forth. We can have things come out of a savings account, but ideally we're trying to save that money and not touch it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our formula, which is the same exact thing we did when we did deposits in a checking account. We have currency. Can someone tell me what currency is? Paper money. Okay? Coins plus checks. There shouldn't be talking right now. Minus cash received. Okay? That's what your formula is. So when you go to do your assignment, which is up on the board, you're going to write that out, right? Page 214, you're going to do 1 through 7 today. You want this formula at the top. And the reason being is as you read those problems, you can drop the information in and solve for it. Cameron.
You said currency is paper money.
That's correct.
But there's like different kinds of currency. Like there's cryptocurrency, which is like Bitcoin.
Cameron, stop.
No, I'm just
You're in
asking.
the United States. No, this is not global math. This is business math, United States. Okay. Currency, coins, checks, cash received. Okay, Adrian, can you read me example number 1? Everyone, please follow along. It will help you pull these numbers together, okay? Put your finger underneath the problem and make sure that you follow along, okay? Follow along. Go on to 213, follow along. Okay, Adrian, thank you.
Robert Casey wanted to deposit the following into his savings account: 28 $1 bills, 8 $5 bills, 24 quarters, 35 dimes, 90 pennies, a check for $29.34, and a check for $124.19. He wants to receive a $50 bill in cash. How much will he deposit?
Okay. Montez, hold up on writing for a minute, okay? So what Adrian told us, you don't necessarily have to do it this way, but sometimes it's easier to write this out. You want to be showing your math underneath the formula, okay? So if we're doing currency, okay, we're going to have 28 times 1, and we're going to have 5 times 8. Can someone tell me why? We have $5 bills, we have $1 bills, right?
Yeah.
So we have to multiply those. So stack these on top of each other. Same thing with coins. Stack them on top of each other. We had 25 quarters, we had 30 dimes, and we had 90 pennies. We have 2 checks. Stack them on top of each other. So checks is going to go with checks, coins are going to go with coins, and currency are going to go with currency. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, cash received, always subtraction. Okay, that's going at the very end. Draw a line at the bottom. This is add, subtract. Okay? Yes, Montez.
The cash receipts say I deposit my money and I want to take like $50 out.
Yes. Yeah. And there was cash out of it, but they worded that intentional. And the wording was, did he have the $50 bill?
No.
He didn't. He wanted a $50 bill. So the bank was gonna hand it to him, right, with the exchanging the money. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and add these all together. 28 plus 40, 68. Our $6, our $3.50, after we multiply it, our 90 cents, $10.40. Gentlemen, stay with me. Stay with me. The $29, Errol, stop talking, please. $29 plus 34 cents, $124.19. Add this together. Bring down the 50. Is there any questions so far?
$5.
Yes, go.
The checks are the ones that he rolled out. The one he...
No. Normally, savings accounts, you're not writing checks out of it. You're getting checks. So your grandma gave you a check for $29.34. Or whatever. It's money going in. Okay? How do you know that? Because it's plus. It's being added. So, once we have this, we're going to follow the formula. We took the currency, we added to the coins, we added to the checks, we minus the cash received. From here, then we go left to right. So we add, subtract. Our answer is 181.93. Yes, Montez?
When they show my work, let's say they only have $1 bills and $10.
You don't have to do this. I just did this to show you guys. However, I want to see it this way because it tells me where it is you're making a mistake. Okay? Why is this important? This is important because if you work a retail job, or any job, every job deals with money. You should know how to count money. You should know what money belongs to you and what you owe, so on and so forth. Okay? So if you're going and making a deposit into your savings account, you should be able to add this up correctly. Right? Any questions on how I got to the answer?
No.
Pretty easy, right? Write the formula out, drop the numbers down. And Montez, if you obviously this is not needed, right? There was nothing to multiply because he had no $10 bills, he had no $20 bills. If you want to write it out this way, that's fine. 1 times 28, 5 times 8. I want to see that written out. I want to see the quarters, how much the quarters are, the dimes, and so on. You don't have to write the things that aren't there. That's fine. Okay? Are we good?
Yeah.
Pretty easy, right? Okay, I need someone to read example number 2, please.
You want me to read it again?
No, I want to hear from someone else. Plot to go. I want to hear from you. Enrique, read number 2, please. Example 2.
What page?
Turn to page.
213.
214. It's on the side.
I don't see it. Oh, right here. George what is this?
Don't worry about the name. Just say George.
George deposits one check into his savings account for 629.75. One check for $398, and the third check, the amount of which he cannot remember. His total deposit was for $1,227.51. After he received $150 in cash, what was the amount of the third check deposit?
Okay, everyone look up for a minute. I want to see everyone's eyes. Okay. There's no currency in this. There's no coins in this. All they deposited was checks, right? So we're going to stack the checks on top of each other. We don't know what the third check is. Okay, so we're going to call it X. All right? Everyone follow me so far? So I add these two together. 629 plus 398. It's $1,027.75. I bring down the 150 because it's in my formula, and they told me this number, right? Now from here I have an algebra problem. I need to simplify this. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to subtract it from here. I get 877.75. I still have to deal with this X. And it's a plus X, right? We don't know what this other check was. So now by subtracting about both sides, we can solve and get the variable by itself and figure out what the missing check is. So once we subtract it from both sides, we take the $1,227.51, subtract it from the $877.75, we get $349.76. We just solved for the unknown check. Isn't this a pretty easy algebra example?
Indeed.
Okay. Remember, set, and I'm telling you this for the test, okay? Set your formula up, read your problem, plug the information in, and then solve for the unknown, okay? There's no multiplication, and there's no division in this case, is there?
Yeah.
The only time that's going to happen is unless you had one that said the currency was 3 times the amount of the checks. Then you're going to have a 3x and a 1x, okay? But essentially, we're solving for the unknown. Once again, everything's plug it in the formula and solve for it. Hopefully this section is easy because it was just like deposits when it came to checking accounts. The only thing was different on checking accounts, you had automatic transfers, you had checks going out and things like that. Less information happens in a savings account. Is there any questions?
Indeed.
Okay, so this is your do now. This right here is already in the formula. These are your current currency. This is your coins. This is your checks. This is cash received. Do the 3 questions. I want to see the formula. I want to see it plugged in. It's solved. You're turning this in today. Your assignments 1 through 7. You want to have the notes, the vocabulary done coming in tomorrow. Okay? Yes, Adrian.
So it's already laid out for us?
It's already laid out for you. This is currency. This is coins. This is checks. This is cash received.
We just gotta do the math.
Yep, you're writing the formula, you're putting the information in, and do the math and solve for it. Yes. Yes, I want to know the total deposit. Very good, Cameron.
Made my life more easy.
You're welcome.